When driving rideshare, whether driving for Uber, Lyft, or some other outfit, many are starting to suggest that rideshare drivers are now partaking in one of the most dangerous professions in existence. For you folks who follow my channel, you know I show videos of drivers meeting unsavory, undesirable endings all the time. What up, folks? Once again, it is your boy Tim with another ride sharing video. Now, I'm going to show you a story. This is not even here in America, not even taking place in any of our markets. Nevertheless, it does pertain to the conversation. Check this out.
Tonight, another Queenslander is dead, allegedly at the hands of teenagers. The pair charged with murder after the body of a well-known Uber driver was discovered near a rural boat ramp.
For Hervey Bay Uber driver Scott Cabri, last Tuesday should have been another routine day on the job, picking up a party of three in the early hours.
Police will allege that a robbery was attempted of that male Uber driver, which unfortunately escalated.
Police finding his blue Nissan X-Trail later that day burnt out west of Pacific Haven. Friends and family reporting the 47-year-old missing, and after days of waiting, a devastating discovery. Investigators finding Scott's remains near a boat ramp at Howard.
It's an absolute tragic circumstance where this gentleman goes to work as an Uber driver and doesn't get to go home.
Uber now assisting with the investigation. Scott's family is heartbroken, telling 9 News he was a wonderful guy who would do anything for them, and they can't possibly comprehend how this could happen. Former customers and friends today in disbelief.
Yeah, just a good all-round bloke, you know. Yeah, it's just horrible, and he's just was too young and just a good guy.
Police have charged two people, an 18-year-old man and 17-year-old boy, with murder. The older of the two, Ty Wayne Porter, appearing before a Hervey Bay magistrate today. He'll stay behind bars until the matter returns to court in April.
And you've got two teens charged with murder, and this is after what has been a month of madness in this state. And is it any wonder why people are just asking, how on earth did we get here?
Now, that third person police allege was in the group that Scott Cabri went to pick up. They are not a suspect, but police are speaking with him as a part of their ongoing investigation. As for that 17-year-old, their matter is due to be heard in the Hervey Bay Children's Court, and tomorrow media will be applying to sit in and report on proceedings there. Andrew.
Thanks, Lily.
Wow. Queensland, Australia. Now, being candid, I used to live in Queensland, Australia for 5 years, so I'm quite familiar with the state this happened in down there. But nevertheless, getting carjacked, being murdered, missing for a few days, this reminds me a lot of the Gary Levin story that I did out of Florida, where a 74-year-old Lyft driver was missing for nearly a week before being found dead. Very similar to that, which these stories lead me to see it kind of like that old song, every other city we go, every other video, no matter where I go, I see the same hoes. No matter where you go around the world, Uber drivers are being robbed, carjacked, and killed. This seems to be something that is quite prevalent in the ride sharing business, no matter where you're at. You see the clips all over the damn place. Now, in this particular story, you see the Australian newscaster suggesting that Uber is assisting with the investigation. That happens in every one of these. Yet the question needs to be asked, what are they doing to prevent this stuff from continuing to happen? Now, I'm going to tell you folks, at least from my own standpoint, I've stated in many of my videos, this is your business, your car, and ultimately your life. Discriminate. Do not pick up, like in this case, 3 teenage men in the middle of the night. As you see, 3 men picked up in the wee hours of the morning is what's being said in this case. 3 dudes getting in your vehicle 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, that's a huge red flag. In my opinion, the moment you see them walking up to the car, if you feel even remotely unsafe, drive off. That's a lot of hard legs getting in your shit at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. But yours truly, your humble correspondent, I don't deal with wee hours of the morning trips. I don't even go out there at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. We do not get paid anything more, so I don't deal with it. Now, I understand some of you folks like being out in the wee hours of the morning, less traffic and things of that nature, but that's when a lot of this drama happens. So understand that, which is why I also suggest being armed on every trip with every passenger every single damn time. Australia's not very big on carrying firearms, so most likely they overpowered this guy, maybe stabbed him up or something of that nature. But considering that his car was found burned out and things like that, clearly there is some premeditation in this. Awful. Tried to rob the man. But nevertheless, 47 years of age, 3 teenagers in Australia. This sucks. So what do you think? Do you think that police, logging, military, fire department, nurses, paramedics, you think ride sharing is really becoming one of the world's most dangerous positions, professions, or shit of that nature, particularly in the United States? I'm finding video after video online of shit happening to us all around the country. I get pushback in the comments. Why are you so negative? There's almost no chance of a driver being jacked when they're in the streets. The hell there is not. Anytime you got 39 carjackings in one city, talking about Baltimore, in a span of like 2 months, that's a hell of a lot of carjackings. To say that there is no chance of you getting carjacked as a rideshare driver in Baltimore would be a flat out lie. Some of the carjackings that I covered were done in the daytime. So they're not even waiting till night to do this shit. Some of this stuff is happening in broad daylight. For the unfortunate circumstance, or the unfortunate reason being that we let strangers into our vehicle. And there's no better place to carjack someone than from the back seat. There could be cars, traffic, and everything walking around, and no one knows what's happening. So it's perfect. The car is going to show up. They're going to unlock the doors and let you in. That is probably the best circumstance to be in if you're going to carjack someone, as opposed to running up on a car where the driver's inside, you can't see his hands, you don't know if he has a gun, or he could step on the gas and take off. There is no easier victim than somebody who's going to open up the door and put you in a tactical position of advantage behind them. That would be us, which is why we seem to be climbing the ranks among who's most likely to be carjacked. Nevertheless, I just wanted to bring this video to you folks just to show that, damn, even in other countries like Australia, which is normally considered a peaceful nation, we getting jacked. We getting jacked even down there with the fucking kangaroos. Let me know. What do you think? Most dangerous profession? Most dangerous profession? What do you think? Anyhow, as I say in every video, subscribe to the damn channel. And I'll see you in the next one.